What's up, people? My name is Yanu Vegas and I make movies. Subscribe to my website to watch. It's www.yanuvegans.vhx.tv. So, our today's episode or today's video is basically about why Hollywood is not the best place to be a filmmaker right now. Well, it really depends on your strategy. First of all, if you're a person that want to work in the Hollywood ladder, then move to Hollywood ASAP. Save up all your checks, move to Hollywood, and do it. Because the Hollywood ladder is a ladder. It's not like, I don't care who you are, unless you're like a multi-millionaire or something. You have to go through Hollywood ladder. So you gotta be a PA, then you gotta move up, then you gotta meet these people, then you gotta meet these people, then you gotta talk to that person, then you gotta shake his hand, then you gotta kiss her, then you gotta suck him up, then you gotta do all these things that you really don't want to do to just make a movie. And it's not even about making your movie. Like you do all that to be a writer. You're like, dang man, I did a lot to just write this script and I get $60,000 for it. That's crazy. Now for me, no. First, I decided a long time from my earlier years struggling, trying to make it as an independent filmmaker in Texas, that like, yo bro, like I'm not going to go that route. I'd rather just make my own movies, and that's why Hollywood is not a good place to live for me, because I need to pay the crew eventually and pay the cast eventually, and I can't do that if I'm living in a place where it's too expensive for me to afford the film. So it's like, and some people like, you can do that in LA. But eventually, your film like have to reach a high quality level of film. Like, so this what made me make my decision. Like, it was like, okay, if I have $20,000, what would I do with it? And then I was said to myself, like, I would make a movie. What would you do? Because this dude said he had $20,000, then he moved to LA. I'm like, well, I mean, that's cool. And I make a movie with $5,000, but he moved there. Then he put all his investments into working for someone. So he said, yeah, he took headshots, he did a resume, he did some workshops, he did acting class, he did everything, and he spent all that. Then I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, to be dead honest, you really just need $5,000 to make a perfect, high quality movie. Like, you feel me? Like, you just need that $5,000. So I just thought, like, if I have $5,000 or $10,000, or I go to LA, I'm just gonna make my own movies. Then I said to myself, okay, then I just might as well keep making my movies outside of like Los Angeles, and I'm not that far from Los Angeles. I'm in Las Vegas. But for me, as a independent film, and if you make your own film, I think moving to LA, it just don't make sense, because you are financing your own film, so it's coming out of your money. And if you can afford it, whatever money that you can afford, but don't do what I did. Basically, you invest in the film, then you spend all your money, then now you take it so long to regroup. It's like, dang, people just forgot that I was a filmmaker, because I haven't released a film in 2 years. But when you like the top, that's nothing, but that's I don't know how long that's gonna take. But for as the new filmmakers, yo, stay where you at and make as many films as you can where you at, because once you do that, you Hollywood won't come to you. Like, they rarely come to people, but once you do that and you have like enough income to where you can live in LA and still make your films independently, then you will have a better chance. Basically, I'm telling you all what's my plan. Like, I plan on moving to Los Angeles eventually, but I want to make sure that I can always have a certain amount of money to where I can make my film, because I have a real big PTSD issue on waiting for people. So that's why I make my own movies, and I do everything myself. So, but eventually I want to grow and be in that Hollywood talk with the big directors and stuff like that. So eventually I have to go. But as a new filmmakers, no, don't go to LA. Practice your craft and keep grinding and get your money up. And that's it, really. And hopefully I can see you at the top. And that's it for today's episode. Subscribe to my website for support, so I can make my own movies and so I can invest in other filmmakers' films. And just have a good day. Peace.